Hello and welcome to Wine Vault TV, New Zealand's most passionate internet wine show. Yet again, some of you may be familiar with my friend sitting to my right, your left, Giapo from Giapo's genuine Italian gelato, which I saw you wanted to change the name of, but
there was kind of a
I'm not so
game.
Yeah,
I know you don't agree with that.
Yeah, so I sent you a few messages about that, but the concept that Giapo's got is about chocolate and wine, and this is where we're going to go with this. So you say what it's all about. Okay,
no, Jason, what I mean, you know, chocolate is very similar with wine. It really changes on acidity. It depends on where it grows. You can find different tastes, where it comes from West Indies, or it comes from Brazil or Venezuela. Where it goes and how much sun the crop takes, and how the farm and how the blend is made, taste change as we go. And it's pretty much similar to wine. We got the same wines, they grow in different areas, they taste completely different in acidity, in flavor, and in smell, the retronasal and all that. And the concept that we wanted to develop with this experiment, that's what it is, you know? It's to start from a nice, neutral, very dark, but not too overpowering dark chocolate, which is mainly on Criollo from North Brazil. The blend is mainly on Criollo from North Brazil, all organic and all. Picking what you believe now that you have the taste of our dark chocolate, what you believe is the best wine to match with that, so we can organize, we can craft the best. And
that's the reason why we got 5 wines. We got one from France, which we're going to taste first. They tend to be a bit more kind of earthy, very European in style, kind of. So you do get that savoury, earthy, meaty, gamey kind of character with the. They are Cabernet Sauvignon or Merlot Cabernet Sauvignon predominant. And then we've got 2 from New Zealand, the Craggy Range Merlot, which does have Cabernet Sauvignon and Cabernet Franc in. The Villa Maria. Here, Hawke's Bay, Reserve, Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot. The Scribbler, which is from Yalumba, which is Cabernet Sauvignon 65%, Merlot 25%, and Quota 29, which is from your homeland, Italy, and it's Primitivo, which is basically Zinfandel in America. And so we wanted to see, the control for this experiment is the chocolate, so that remains the same and stable, and then we add and make a chocolate out of these. And really get people doing a blind study to see which one they prefer. Exactly.
So we will have a proper experiment tasting experience.
So this is 2006 Reserve Vieille Vines, Old Vines, Chateau Roustin from Bordeaux.
Yeah, let's start with the French.
Yeah.
So we'll be making a chocolate Cabernet with 5 different batches, and we'll be asking you to come down and taste and pick your best one on different parameters, and then will be the one that will be carrying for the winter season.
So number one,
that's the French Chateau.
Because it gives you a different aspect with that savoury, gamey component. That's why I think that a French wine, wow, would be. I mean, it's quite intense on the nose.
Yeah.
You do get a leathery, dried game meat on the nose, and then you get a kind of red berry, kind of winter fruit.
Yeah.
Almost Christmas cake.
Yeah, New Zealand band. We like that.
It is really quite intense, but the tannin is really quite soft. It's got a bit of grip there. Pretty good wine.
I think it can be the one. I haven't tasted the others, but I already see the affinity with what we want to do. Don't put too much in it.
So this is a different beast. This is the Craggy Range 2009 Gimlet Gravels Merlot, Merlot, but it does have some Cabernet in it.
So that's homeland from New Zealand?
Yeah, from the Gimlet Gravels, 22 hand-sorted parcels, and you can see it's a plum colour. This had a bit of brown to it.
2009.
And given its age, 2006. And then this is just really kind of brilliant, sheer in colour, definitely plum. So that you'll get a different colour
Yeah.
Aspect from this wine to this wine.
Yep.
But then you get pencil sharpenings with that kind of lead pencil sharpenings.
Oak.
Oak.
Oak came out straight away.
And then blackberry and black plum. She's young. Quite fleshy on the palate. Black plum on the and pencil sharpenings on the palate as well.
Yeah.
This is speed tasting.
Yeah.
This is the Villa Maria.
Ah, Villa Maria.
Yeah. Cabernet Sauvignon, Hawke's Bay Cabernet Sauvignon Merlot. And 2008.
Potentially that can be the winner, isn't it? Or what?
No, they've all got potential. This is a lot more savoury on the nose than the Craggy Range. It's a lot more intense in character.
Oak again, very high on it.
Yeah, you do get oak, quite a bit of oak. And then I get a bacon component there as well. And then followed by the other primary fruits that you normally expect with Cabernet Sauvignon. She's quite tight in the mouth, grippy. Tannins are really nice and fine. It's pretty smooth.
It may work well with chocolate, I think.
It may exactly work well with chocolate. Or these two so far, I think, will possibly be the winners.
Craggy Range and Villa Maria.
Yep. And that's not just being partisan because they're New Zealand.
Not just.
Which is one of the things that, because they're going to be tasted blind eventually, the audience will decide which one is best.
Yeah, it will be a blind test when you come down to Giapo, and we will give you a white sheet where you will write your comments and your
Now here we go for the Aussie
and your marks. Yeah.
The Aussie wine,
The
which
Yalumba.
is Yalumba, which is a Cabernet Shiraz.
Very dark.
So yeah, it has come out very dark.
So that's a Cabernet Shiraz.
Yeah.
That's the only half Shiraz blend that we have.
Yeah.
That's a 50-50? Maybe.
I think Cabernet is the dominant.
Cabernet dominant.
Yeah, Cabernet Sauvignon 65,
yeah.
Shiraz 25. So this is a lot more subtle, smooth, velvety on the nose. Right now.
No oak.
No.
Rose.
You get rose. I get this.
Walnut.
Yeah, walnut, but I also get an intense farmyard kind of character.
Yeah. Almost Black Forest.
Yeah, foresty, farmyard.
Yeah, okay.
Hay.
Me likes.
Very bright and youthful on the palate. Full of kind of primary fruit of blackberry, black
I actually now understand why your pick was Cabernet. When you first said no, we gotta go for a Cabernet
rather than the Pinot Noir.
rather than Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir would just get lost in your chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah, these stand out, and
They have a soul.
they have a soul. Not that Pinot Noir doesn't, but they're just a bit more of a brute. They're a bit more masculine.
Yeah.
And set against quite a difficult dessert like chocolate. It's difficult to match.
I wonder whether our tasters
Yeah.
will pick the differences, isn't it? We'll make sure they do.
Well,
Because
they will decide whether they do.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah. So this is Primitivo. This is your homeland.
Yeah.
So you're probably wanting this to win.
Oh, yeah, it'd be
Yep.
great. But I'm
Bit
really
of,
mindful Villa Maria in Craggy Range, you know. New Zealand is my own.
So this is quite dark as well. So I'd expect a bit of kind of pepper and licorice on this.
So Thursday, 19th of May at 1 p.m. down at Giapo for the chocolate with 5 different wines. For the tasting and to decide which wine is the best match for the dark chocolate and the a Cabernet red wine.
Yeah.
Wine
This is a different beast.
picked by the man himself.
This is a different beast.
Let's go.
You smell this.
Completely different.
Very, very different.
Primitivo.
I do get the white pepper.
You're right. Yeah. Very, very smooth on the nose.
Very smooth on the nose. A lot more kind of challenged on the nose compared to the other four.
Yeah.
And I'm getting some green fruit, some licorice, some salted licorice that the Dutch like. Very dry on the end.
Dry in the end, you leave a clean mouth.
Yeah, falls away a bit early.
Yeah.
Especially in that kind of mid-palate section, falls
Which
away.
is typical of a Primitivo, because it's a light wine. 14.
Yeah,
Well,
it's in balance. You can't take. One of the nice things about all of these wines have all been in balance. There hasn't been any wines that I felt have been too hot at the end.
Justin, we got experience with the Sauvignon Blanc, remember?
Yep.
So we did a tasting before and after, and the taste of the Sauvignon was changing completely.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
So we actually don't know what it's gonna expect with these 5 wines, isn't it?
Especially red wine and chocolate's a difficult component. We were just making Sauvignon Blanc from sorbet. So,
yeah.
And that stood out by itself.
Now we have the body of fat from the chocolate,
Yeah.
from the milk.
So it's getting something that will cut through some of that and not be completely dominated.
Yes.
And that's why, for me, the Cabernet styled wines are better.
There is a long story of tasting red wines and chocolate.
Yeah, and port and chocolate and stuff like that. Yeah, so that they've gone together.
They've been always together.
Yep, or even some kind of noble Riesling wines can tolerate it. A bit of Bagnoul as well from, or Bandol from the southern France.
So would you give your bet on which one our tasters will pick?
I can tell you 2 that they won't pick.
Oh yeah, go for it.
These 2.
These 2, eh?
Yeah.
Because you think that the cleanest one?
No, I think because I'm not sure how well they're going to lend themselves to being put into chocolate. These are much more
So Yalumba,
all about the fruit.
Yalumba,
Yeah.
Villa Maria 2009, 8,
And Craggy Range 2009.
and the Craggy Range.
They're going to be the 3 that I think one of those 3 will win.
Okay, so Thursday 19th of May, come down, you will taste our dark chocolate, organic dark chocolate, blended and mixed with 5 different batches of those 5 wines, and we will go through democratic votation and tasting and marking and voting to decide which one is the best match.
We don't do democracy, do we?
No, we don't run, it's a dictatorship. I left the last call at the end. I'm kidding. So yeah, it would be...
You're looking like a rapper with his glasses on.
And it'll be yeah, a democratic way to make the best match.
Which wine of the 5 we think has been the best match with the chocolate?
The best reason, I mean, the reason why we're doing it is just because chocolate and wine have always been together, and they're very similar as a crop as well. Because we said, you know, taste change, like berries.
Yeah, Criollo.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see you there next week. If not, you'll be able to see another version of this where people are actually tasting the wines.
Yeah. And the chocolate and
the chocolate. Yeah. Until then. Until next Thursday.
Thank you very much.